Today we're diving into a culinary journey. Combines hearty flavors of corned lamb, creamy Colcannon, and a rich Guinness onion gravy. Let's get at it. First of all, instructions on how to corn the lamb, and to save you time from watching it repeatedly in this 3-video lamb series, are available in my first video, Lamb Hash, that you can watch from this link above. I've finished corning my lamb, now just trimming off the excess fat. Then taking a couple of forks, I'm going to pull this apart. Notice some of the lamb is not pink, but has a darker color. This is because the first time I did this, I actually used a meat tenderizer instead of piercing it with a fork. And so it's still cooked, but the marinade didn't get all the way to the center. It's still delicious. I'm not worried about it. All right, now that we've got it all pulled, let's cover with some foil and keep it warm while we make the rest of the meal. Okay, I've got to shred up some cabbage. So cut it in half, cut it in quarters, take out the core, and just slice it up. I have way more cabbage here than I'm going to need for this recipe, but I'm going to use it for another recipe in the future. Cut up our red potatoes. Size isn't really important because they're going to get mashed, but I usually do about a 1/2 inch. Try to make them all about the same size so they cook evenly. One of the things I do is I cook the cabbage in the corned beef water. It just adds a little more flavor to the Colcannon. It's not necessary, but it does improve it. You're just going to blanch it until it's soft, and then pull it, strain it out, set it aside for later. The potatoes I actually cook in clean water, just because I don't want them to taste like corned beef. I want them to have their own unique flavor. And in that same water, after taking the potatoes out, I blanch the leeks till they're soft. And then pull those out and set those aside as well. Now let's make the gravy. So we start with some butter. We're just going to let that melt, heat up to it starts sizzling, and we'll add our onions. We're going to blanch those until they start to soften. And then we'll add our flour to make our roux. And really you only have to cook this maybe 2 or 3 minutes. We're not looking to brown it at all, just to remove the flour taste. We add our beef stock and our Guinness. And this will start to thicken. About 3 to 4 minutes. Just continue to stir. We add our Worcestershire sauce. Stir that in, and it'll continue to thicken. Notice how thick it's getting. Now some coarse black pepper, kosher salt, and a touch of gravy master just for a little umami, as well as some color. It's just about done. Let's just double check it for seasoning. Needs a little more salt. That should probably do it. Last step is to make the Colcannon. You take the hot potatoes and give them a mash. Now our family likes our mashed potatoes kind of chunky in this recipe, so I'm not overworking it. Then I take the cooked cabbage and I'm just going to chop it up finer. And then take about an equal amount leeks, and again chop those up. Smash all that together. Add a few tablespoons of butter. Salt. Little white pepper. Some heavy cream, or even half and half. All right, finish these up. Let's taste it. Yep, we're good. Let's plate it up. Nice generous serving of Colcannon. The corned lamb. And then our Guinness gravy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Let's taste this. I like the meaty texture of the corned lamb when it's not too soft. Really good. So this is the second video in my St. Patty's Day recipes. You'll find the links here to the lamb hash as well as the lamb pastrami sandwich. I hope you have a great St. Patty's Day, and we'll see you next time in the kitchen. Thanks.